Hello my friends and welcome back. I said I wasn't going to film today. I was taking a few days off, but we are spending our day processing corn and I thought you guys seem to like the canning videos and all, so I figured why not pick up the camera. We're only doing half of it today. I only got 50 ears. I'm trying to clean up all the water. I made a big mess. I only got 50 ears this morning. I'll do the other 50 or maybe another 100, I don't know, later. I just didn't want to overwhelm myself, so we're starting with 50. We shucked it, and then I blanched it on the cob for 3 minutes, put it in an ice water bath to stop the cooking, and now we're going to be cutting it off the cob. I was going to order a tool to do that, and we just wanted to do it today, and it won't be here in time, so we're just going to use a knife. Doug is off today. We did not go to the beach because it's just not beach weather. And we also wanted to integrate the new chickens. Well, we wanted to get the new chickens outside and we wanted to be here because we need to keep an eye on them because Jackie is not doing well. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm a little sad. So we're trying. We'll see what happens. But anyway, we're going to cut it all off the cob now. I am going to freeze some. I am going to can some in pints, and I am going to can some in quarts. First thing I'm going to do is can in quarts today, and then freeze some and see what's left. Maybe I'll do a round of pints. I don't know yet. It all depends. I have no idea how much 50 ears of corn is going to get me. We're hoping to do the rest of it on Sunday, but we have a super busy weekend moving Adam in, so we're going to play it by ear. I just now decided to film, so I did not film my breakfast. We had sourdough pancakes. You've seen them 100 times. I had 5 points worth of pancakes and 3 points worth of syrup. I forget what the calories were. I have to double check that. It's in my app, but it was delicious. We haven't had pancakes in a while, so I really enjoyed them. And I do need to get the steak out of the freezer for dinner. I haven't done that yet, but that thaws pretty quickly. We're supposed to do steak kebabs, but I used up all my mushrooms over the weekend. So we'll probably just do steak, and that's fine. We love steak. And beef is just so nutrient dense and so rich in vitamins and antioxidants. So all good. I'm going to turn you around. I'll show you the corn, show you what Doug's doing and where we're at with all of that. Here's half of it. This is all blanched. I'm going to take it outside. We're trying to do as much as we can outside to not make a mess in the kitchen. We shucked it all outside and now we're cutting it all outside because if you've ever cut corn off the cob, you know it splatters. So we'll go out there and see how he's making out. Okay, we are outside and got it going here. Working on getting the corn off the cob. When you do this, you don't want to dig into the cob. You just want the corn. So it's like 3/4 of the way down you want to go. It goes much faster with 2 people doing it. Okay, so this is what 50 ears of corn looks like off the cob. My jars are ready, so I am going to start filling my jars and getting them in the canner. I'm going to do quarts this time. I'm hoping to get, well, I have 5 quarts warming, so I think I'll get at least that. Whatever's left is going to get frozen. I also want to do some pints for when it's just Doug and I, and using pints to add to things. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm just following a basic ball canning recipe. I've got my hot jar, putting in a teaspoon of salt. I think I might do a 1/2 teaspoon now that I think about it. And then adding my corn in, and we are going to pack it loosely. Now this is raw pack. Yes, I blanched it, but if you're doing hot pack, you actually cook it again. But I want to do raw pack because it's going to process for 85 minutes. So it says to pack it loosely. This is a mess, let me tell you. I mean, I guess I could use a spoon, but leaving a 1-inch head space. So 1 inch is right at the bottom of the jar. And then we're going to cover with boiling water. to a 1-inch headspace again. Debubble. And then adjust our product and our water. Clean the rim. Lid. Band. Right back in the canner to stay warm. Moving on to our next jar. Same exact thing, I'm gonna repeat it for all 5. Then once they're filled, I'm going to process it for 85 minutes. And true to our trying to waste nothing, we packaged up all the empty cobs into bags. We're gonna throw them in the freezer, and these will be wonderful treats for the chickens. And also all the husks and the silks got composted, so no waste. Okay, the jars are in the canner, and I had about 6.5, 7 cups left. So I divided it into 2 bags, and I am just going to freeze it in a food saver bag, 2 food saver bags, and throw this in the freezer. We've never had home canned corn before, so honestly, we don't know if we're gonna like it. So we're going to pop open a can later this week and try it, and if we like it, that's probably the way we're gonna go with the next 50 or 100 ears. And now I'm thinking 100 more ears and not 50. This gave me 5 quarts and these 2 bags of, like I said, about 3.5 cups. I definitely want to do some pints and some more quarts. So I think we're going to be looking at another 100 ears of corn. Okay, took a break in cleaning my completely messy house to have some lunch. So I've got 4 points worth of late July tortilla chips. Well, actually this isn't 4 points worth. I ate 2 points worth while I was making lunch. This is another 2 points worth. So 4 points total. My chicken, my taco chicken is left over from yesterday, and that is 0 points because I have poultry as a 0-point food. I have fresh canned homemade salsa, 0 points. I have 1 point's worth of guacamole, 2 points, I believe, worth of sour cream. I have to double check that. And I have 2 points worth of raw milk cheddar that's melted on top of the chicken. So that is lunch today. Okay, the corn is out of the canner. Now it did say that if you were using a super sweet corn, it could actually change color. This is the color it went in. These are the bags I'm going to freeze. And this is the color it came out. So it definitely did change color. I'm gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna pop one of these open this week and see if we like it. If we don't, I'm not gonna can any more corn. I am just going to freeze it all. I'll find space somewhere for it. So I figure since I had the canner out, we're gonna go again, and I'm gonna do some bone broth that I have in the fridge. Hubby's taking a nice nap. He's not getting a lot of sleep at night. He's fine during the day. But as soon as nighttime comes, he starts coughing. So he's not sleeping well. I'm not sleeping well. But he's really tired, so he is out like a light. Okay, I still have some time, and Doug's still sleeping, so I don't want to run the vacuum. So I have all these grape tomatoes. So I am going to try a new recipe and make pickled grape tomatoes. I found it in the ball book. We'll see what happens. First thing I need to do is I need to measure out 2 quarts of the grape or cherry tomatoes. And they tell you to take a metal skewer and poke them so they don't explode when they're cooked. So that's what I'm doing, poking all the tomatoes right now. Okay, for the pickled grape tomatoes, in my saucepan, I have a teaspoon of salt. You have to use some sort of real salt, like either a pickling salt, a canning salt. I use my Redmond's real salt, as long as it doesn't have, it can't be like Morton's or something like that, because it can't have any thing in it except salt. No caking agents or additives. So I have a teaspoon of that, 1 cup of white wine vinegar, 1 cup of white vinegar, 1 quart of water. I'm going to bring this to a boil. Then when it boils, I'm going to turn it down and I'm going to let it simmer for 10 minutes. I have my jars in the water bath canner. They're warming up. The canner is warming up. And I have all my tomatoes prepped. So we'll be back for the next step once this boils and then simmers for 10. Okay, so for our pickled tomatoes, we have our hot jar. I'm putting in 1/8 of a teaspoon of pickle crisp. This is just calcium chloride. Helps things to not be mushy. And then we are going to fill the jars with our tomatoes. Probably should have put this in earlier. So we need to put 1 sprig of rosemary and 1 clove of garlic in. And we need to fill this to a 1/2 inch headspace. It's kind of hard with solids. And then put our brine that we made, whoa, Bessie, in and fill that to a 1/2 inch headspace. And of course, as always, I'm going to debubble. I'll take a couple of these out. Wipe our rim. Now, I have never had these. I have no clue what they're going to taste like, but why not? I had all these tomatoes. I had everything to make it. We might find something new that we love. Put the jar on and put it back in the canner. This is supposed to make 4 pints, so that's how many jars I got ready, so we'll see. And then they're going to process, I believe, for 10 minutes, and they'll be done. Okay, our pickled grape tomatoes are out of the canner. We do have some float, which I think is totally normal from what I understand. I'm gonna let them cool and all that, of course, and I'm gonna probably wait several days just for the flavors to meld before we taste them. So, we will see. Okay, sitting down to dinner. Tonight we have a 4-ounce sirloin steak. This is one of our butcher box steaks. It is grass-fed, grass-finished beef. And I have 1 tablespoon of béarnaise sauce on top. The steak is 4 points. The béarnaise, I believe, is 2 points. I have to check. I have roasted eggplant for 0 points. I have caprese salad. There is mozzarella under there somewhere. It's 1 ounce of mozzarella. 1 ounce of mozz, I believe, is 3 points. And then I have some smashed crispy potatoes. Ever since Jason over at the Average J said they had them the other night, it kind of made me craving them. So we made those. Potatoes for me are 0. I'm going to count them as 1 point for the small amount of Parmesan and the small amount of olive oil. So that is my amazing looking dinner for tonight. Okay, here are the final efforts of today. I have 5 quarts of Silver Queen corn, 2 freezer bags of Silver Queen corn, 4 quarts of chicken bone broth, and 6 pints and 1/2 pint of the pickled grape tomatoes. There's a lot of float in these, but I think that's okay because we had them packed pretty tight, but that's what happens when you cook stuff, it shrinks. So that is my canning efforts for today. Now it is time to clean up dinner, park my butt on the couch, and read my book. Oh, I also have a crap ton of basil dehydrating right now. And yes, crap ton is definitely a mathematic term in my house. Well, my friends, that is it for me for today. It was a busy day in the kitchen, but a good one. I feel so accomplished. And now I am going to just finish up. I'm almost done straightening up. I'm going to sit on the couch and read my book. So thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Sorry I didn't record my breakfast, but like I said, you have seen 100 times my pancakes. And I really didn't think I was going to record today. So you did get to see Doug napping.
Yay.
He said he feels much better after that nap. He's just tired. So hopefully he'll have a good night's sleep tonight. Hasn't coughed. Fingers crossed that we all get some good sleep tonight, because it is a crazy week for me this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday and Wednesday, I have 5 kids here. I'm doing a favor for somebody, because you know I don't usually work that much in the summer. Thursday, I have 7. Then Friday's going to be spent all day getting Adam packed up and ready to go back to school. Andrew is coming home Friday night and going with us so he can help Adam move in. And this way, Adam's never driven down to the school, so Andrew will be with him. You don't have to drive alone. I offered to go, but I offered to ride with him instead of Doug, but I think I make him nervous. So Andrew's going to come home, ride down with him, help him move in, and then I don't know if he's going to drive back Saturday night. Probably not. He'll probably stay till Sunday morning. So that'll be nice. Because let me tell you, once school starts, we're not going to see much of him. He's going to be too busy. So that is that. It's going to be a busy week. I will try to film as much as I can. I will definitely do Wednesday weigh-in and Friday menu. But that will probably be it for the week. And, of course, a weekend vlog. So thanks again for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out tremendously. Also, give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I'll link some dessert videos over here. I'm feeling desserty. I'm full. I'm not going to eat anything, but I'm feeling desserty. So I'll link some dessert videos right here for you. And I will see you all in my next video, my friends.